This is Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motoring news and features TV and online magazine. I am Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa. Here are this week's features to watch out for.
On Motoring Forum, we shall discuss the significance of the single traffic ticketing system, our road safety reminder in the Long Street Smart Portion Centers on the proper way of crossing the street between parked vehicles. This week's Pang Super shall be about the impropriety of playing loud music in PAVs. Showcase this week shall have the SUV from Mitsubishi, the Montero Sport Black Series Rally Art Edition. While for race weekend, we shall have the highlights of the 25th Philippine Autocross Championship Series practice in Park Links, Pasig City.
All these plus the latest news in transportation and traffic management, as well as developments in the automotive industry, are on this week's episode of Motoring Today. Join us.
Life comes at you fast. If you're brave enough, drive right back at it. Brave the big city or the great outdoors. Brave the carpool or the extra cargo. Brave the unexpected with Honda Sensing. Brave the long road with fuel efficiency to reach your destination. The all-new Honda BRV. Brave the next level.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Here now are the latest news and developments in the country's transportation and traffic management. The present administration is actively seeking private sector funding and support for big-ticket transport projects.
Department of Transportation Secretary Jaime Bautista is admitting the government has limited funds to bankroll projects aimed at improving the country's mass transport networks and systems. During a recent F2F and CabSex forum organized by the Makati Business Club, Secretary Bautista said there are many government projects that need private sector support because the government has limited funds. Needing private sector support are such projects as the proposed privatization of the EDSA busway and the establishment of the bus rapid transit systems in Cebu and Davao, he told businessmen at the forum. Bautista also noted that the public-private partnership initiatives continue to be needed to boost ongoing railway projects such as the North-South Commuter Railway, Metro Manila Subway Project, MRT-7, LRT-1 Cavite Extension Project, and South Long Haul Project. The F2F with CabSex forum is part of the initiative of the Makati Business Club to strengthen public and private dialogue between its members and the country's key economic managers from the national government.
It's heartening to note that the private sector is keen on helping government implement projects that serve the public interest, especially projects that aim to improve the country's mass transport networks. Meanwhile, the LTFRB does not expect to meet the target of having all jeepney franchises to be consolidated by the year-end deadline.
The Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board have given jeepney drivers and operators with individual franchises until December 31, 2023 to consolidate with existing cooperatives and corporations and participate in the Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program. Under the POVMP, operators are expected to surrender their individual franchises for consolidation into a fleet management system of cooperatives or corporations in order to benefit from government incentives to modernize their operations. However, in published reports, LTFRB Chairman Teofilo Guadis III admitted that he does not see all existing franchises to have undergone consolidation. He is quoted in news reports saying that the LTFRB is only hoping for 80 to 90% consolidation by year-end. While saying they are not against PV modernization, transport groups like Piston and Manila continue to oppose what they call forced consolidation of franchises. Quezon and Manibela are still demanding for transport authorities to allow jeepney operators to just rehabilitate jeepneys to comply with engine emission and other roadworthiness standards regardless of age of franchise units. They argued that forcing them to consolidate and purchase expensive modern minibuses or PUVs that meet the new PUV standards would bury them in debt.
It seems that transport authorities are continuing to bend over backwards in the face of protests from jeepney operators opposed to modernization. Even as they continue to tussle with groups opposing the PUVMP, transport authorities are looking at mandating a shift to electric vehicles for public transportation.
The Department of Transportation Secretary Jaime Bautista has revealed plans to mandate a shift towards the use of electric vehicles or EVs for public transportation. According to news reports, Bautista told the Makati Business Club Forum that the DOTR is working on a roadmap for shifting public transportation to the use of EVs. The planned shift towards EVs dovetails with a goal to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 75% in 2030. At the same time, government is reported to be aiming to have 50% of official vehicles to be powered by batteries. Bautista told the Makati Business Club Forum that a green transport system is one of the priorities of the administration. The DOTR indicated the roadmap will include timelines and quotas as well as incentives for a phased transition towards EVs for public transportation.
How a mandated shift towards use of EVs for public transport would play out with jeepney groups still opposing modernization should be another case of worry for transport authorities. And finally, an interesting development concerning public transportation is happening in Muslim Mindanao.
The Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, or BARMM, is now taking over the supervision of public transportation franchises under its jurisdiction. The Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board have officially turned over assets and documents related to public transportation franchises to the BARMM Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board, or the BLTFRB. The turnover of authority and responsibility over transport franchises to the BARMM is in line with provisions of the Bangsamoro Organic Law creating the Autonomous Region. LTFRB Board Resolution Number 025 authorized the transfer of all assets, digital records, franchises, special permits, provisional authority, and other relevant documents for routes under BARMM. During the turnover ceremony, LTFRB Chairman Teofilo Guadas III said the transfer doesn't mark the turnover of records and responsibilities but also represents the culmination of the centuries-long dream of our brothers in the South for autonomy.
Some people are asking if the transfer of authority to supervise and manage public transportation franchises also mean the BARMM can set its own policies and regulations other than those set by the DOTR and the LTFRB. Those are the latest news and developments in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. The MMDA and the Metro Manila Council have started implementing the single ticketing system in 7 of 17 cities in the National Capital Region. Motoring Forum discusses updates and results, as well as the response of the motoring public and initial assessments from the MMDA and local government officials.
A single ticketing system for traffic violations is now being implemented in 7 cities of Metro Manila: Caloocan, Manila, Muntinlupa, Parañaque, Quezon, San Juan, and Valenzuela. Already, the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority and the Metro Manila Council reports that more than 1,000 motorists have been apprehended and cited for traffic violations under the system. The single ticketing system aimed to minimize chances of corruption, disputes, as well as speed up the process of issuing tickets while lessening traffic congestion. This is accomplished by traffic enforcers issued handheld devices for issuing the tickets and who are wearing body cameras to record the apprehension process, all the while being monitored real-time by the MMDA Command Center. Under the system, apprehended motorists have the option of paying the fines on the spot through a digital payment system, online, by centers, land bank, or at the City Hall. Licenses are not confiscated. San Juan Mayor Metro Manila Council President Francis Zamora earlier reported that the pilot run of the single ticketing system in the city went on smoothly and has received good feedback from motorists. MMDA's acting chairman Don Artes also reported that the pilot run went on smoothly in all cities where the system was initially implemented. But Artes admitted that some measures and adjustments need to be undertaken to ensure a smooth rollout in other cities in Metro Manila. This includes training of traffic personnel on the use of new gadgets, the distribution of handheld devices, and body cameras. Land Transportation Office Regional Director Attorney Noreen Bernadette San Luis Lutey, however, noted that some concerns related to unfamiliarity with the single ticketing system, glitches in the uploading of information of violations, access to the portal, and the activation of online payment systems. Meanwhile, motorists in Metro Manila are reported to be worried that in implementing the single ticketing system, the MMDA and the LGU traffic enforcers would result more of a crackdown on erring motorists. Already, chat groups are complaining that traffic enforcers are concentrating more on apprehending motorists instead of ensuring a smooth flow of traffic. Others are speculating that the single ticketing system with more convenient payment schemes would become a cash cow for the MMDA and the LGUs. Still, some pundits believe that the single ticketing system, when implemented with efficiency and fairness, should work well to reduce corruption and congestion.
There seems to be more adjustments needed as well as training for MMDA and LGU traffic enforcers and the acquisition and distribution of vital equipment and gear to make the single ticketing system work efficiently, effectively, and corruption-free. That's our Motoring Forum this week, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.
At the core of Toyota Gazoo racing lies motorsports DNA. Combine that with the Philippines' best-selling sedan, you get the Vios GRS. Its black accent details and aero kit upgrade capture the feel and excitement on the track, and the 10-speed CVT that exudes the TGR competitive spirit. On the road or on the track, always be ready for a heart-racing, exhilarating ride. The Vios GRS. Bring on the thrill.
Mitsubishi Strada athlete, confident to the core.
You're back with us here on Motoring Today, and we now have this week's important motoring tips. Starting off with some road safety reminders from Toyota Motor Philippines.
If you're going to cross a street between parked vehicles, it's always better and safer kung titingin ka muna sa kaliwa at kanan bago tuluyang tumawid. Minsan ay nakaharang sa paningin ang mga nakapara at maaari kang masagasaan ng paparating na sasakyan kung basta-basta ka lang tatawid. Always ensure your safety first before taking any action while on the road.
Continuing with this week's edition of Motoring Today, let's now focus on proper driver's demeanor, especially for those driving PUVs. Here's Spying Chuper this week.
Payong tsuper lang kaibigan. Ako si Renato Sibalios, isa pong kapwa ninyo tsuper. Iwasan po natin ang pagpapatugtog ng sobrang lakas na musika sa ating mga sasakyan, lalo na po habang ito'y tumatakbo sa daan.
Dapat nating malaman na ang pagpapatugtog ng loud music sa loob ng sasakyan, pampasahero man ito o pribado, ay di lamang nakakapwerhisyo. Ito rin ay delikado. Kapag tayo ay nagpapatugtog ng malakas, ito ay nagdudulot ng ingay at nakakaabala rin sa ibang tao. Ang atensyon natin ay nababaling sa musika at hindi sa pagmamaneho natin. At kung tayo ay distracted, hindi tayo alerto sa mga nangyayari sa ating kapaligiran. Kapag ito ang nangyari, di lamang ikaw ang madidisgrasya, pati na rin ang ibang motorista.
Kaya palaging tatandaan, habang tayo ay nagmamaneho, kailangan palagi tayong alisto sa ating paligid. Ito po si Renato Sibalios, payong tsuper lang kaibigan, mula sa isang kapwa nyo tsuper.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. World of Motorsport is next.
In motorsports news, Pau Abasio of the PMMS Rennsport Racing Team ruled the fourth leg of the 2023 Race Motorsports Club, setting both the best overall and front wheel time of day of 60.28 seconds. Pau has now won 2 out of the 4 Slalom Series legs held so far this year. Coming in second was Rod Chang of JAF Racing Team with 61.27 time, dropping Martina Sofia Munoz of Team Rodlea Racing down to third with a time of 63.70. Fourth on the overall timesheet was Joseph Ortega of Boanga Racing Team with a time of 64.20 seconds, which was quickest in the rear wheel production class. Fifth and sixth respectively were Austin Sarmiento of Team Shell Helix with 65.34 and July Johnson of Team Stage 1 Cabanatuan with 66.85. In finishing third overall, Martina Sofia Munoz also topped the novice category with Austin Sarmiento in second and July Johnson in third. In other motorsports news, Richard Gallardo proved to be just as good as nighttime autocross competitions as he is in daytime races by topping both the overall and open categories during round 4 of the 2023 Philippine Autocross Champion Series. Coming in second overall during the competition held at the Parkland Complex along C5 was Jose Carlo Campo with Paulo Batangantang ending up third. Going in the open category podium are Richard Gallardo in first, Jen Colina in second, and Ron Zuzan in third. The DBS Classic category established to commemorate the late PAX founder Danilo B. Santiago was ruled by Mike Santos with Alexander John Andal finishing second and George Mancupa in third. The top team drivers in the novice class were Jose Carlo Campo first, Paulo Batangantang second, and Smilian Chua third.
More on the world of motorsports here on Motoring Today, as we now give you Race Weekend. The Philippine Autocross Championship Series held its first nighttime race this year at the Parklinks Complex in Pasig City last April 29. Before the race, PAX held a practice session from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the same venue 2 weeks before on April 16. Race Weekend showcased what happened during the practice session. We are here in Parklinks in E. Rodriguez in Pasig City for a practice run from the Philippine Autocross Championship Series. Let's go check them out.
What I love about this concept that I had with PAX, kasi it only started when we visited the place. So when we visited the place, parang it's quite dull. There was people skating around, biking around. The estate was built for more. So now I was able to reach out to a friend of mine, which is Paulo Gosentian. And then he was able to parang connect me to the race steward and marketing director, which is Froilan Bakungan. So we were able to do an ocular immediately the next day. And then they loved the idea here in Parklinks. So now, basing on my history, I really love cars and racing even before. So ngayon, parang sabi ko, why don't we make that PAX in Manila? Then suddenly, sabi niya, oh, we actually need a venue for Manila. So then, the idea came about. So, ito na ngayon, the partnership with PAX happened.
I joined the Philippine Autocross Championship Series in general so that I can experience what autocross is like. So today we have practice in the background, so there's no points. We're just here to have fun and beat our personal times. Of course, they do have a little bit of they added a little bit of fun to it, where they are going to give out awards later for the best times, but that's just for bragging rights. So I joined autocross for practice, so that I could have fun, test out my car, and of course, take the itch off when driving. You know, when you're driving in the Philippines, well, it's a jungle out there. So, yeah, you can tanggal gigil, kumbaga. So, I joined autocross back in 2008, actually. I had an automatic Isuzu Crosswind. My friends were just joining in and I was like, you know what, let's just give it a try. So, yeah, I joined there, and then from there I progressed to different cars. I used to have an Altis, which I'd raced competitively here, and now I have a Jazz, which I'm just racing for fun.
started racing back in 2006, so it's been a long time ago. And then I stopped. And then this year, 2023, since there are a lot of motorsports events that are taking place already, the sport is starting to come back to life. Right now, we're very active in the rallycross scene and also the rally sprint scene as well. But syempre, yung autocross ni Tito Danny, ni Mang Danny, it's really the grassroots level for all other motorsports talaga that are car related. Back in 2006, I think that was the first year of the Philippine Autocross Series, Championship Series, and I was able to drive, I was able to join. The events used to take place in MOA before the mall was actually there. And from there, I was able to join a couple of other events. I was also active back then sa slalom racing, and I was also able to take part with sa Boston Racing School na parang race din nila.
And that ends our coverage of the Practice All You Want from the Philippine Autocross Championship Series. Be sure to check us out next week for more race weekend action. Everyone knows that one improves skills through practice, and practice can be fun. Maybe that's saying that the process is more important than the end results. It is true somehow, including in racing. And that's this week's World of Motorsports. We'll be back after this short break.
Kailangan ng maaasahan, kailangan ng matibay, pang matagalan kasama mo sa pag-unlad ng negosyo. Modernong disenyo, kayang-kaya ang kargo mo ng tatak na ito. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up mo yung negosyo. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up with Isuzu Travis.
Our Car of the Week is next on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. Mitsubishi has rolled out a Rally Art edition of the Montero Sport Black Series. In this showcase, we check out what's special in an already special Montero Sport variant.
Rally Art has gained for Mitsubishi renown for toughness and high performance in the World Rally Championship and then the Paris-Dakar Rally. Mitsubishi Motors Philippines want to imbue Rally Art's repute for toughness and performance in the Montero Sport Black Series. The Black Series is all about black design accents and garnishes that gave the Montero Sport, especially the white diamond variant, a handsome and sophisticated look. Adding stripes and touches of Rally Art colors and bits make the Montero Sport Black Series that much more appealing. The side decals with the Rally Art colors and name more than hints of rally racing. The red bits on the black front and rear bumper garnish look quite sporty. So do the fender arc molding and the Rally Art mud flaps. Aside from these Rally Art inspired touches, the latest Montero Sport rollout remains essentially the same Black Series mid-size SUV that is 4,825mm long, 1,850mm wide, and 1,835mm tall, with a 2,800mm long wheelbase and 218mm minimum ground clearance. The cabin with an abundance of soft touch surfaces can fit 7 comfortably in seats upholstered in posh material. The front seat slides and reclines. The driver's seat can be raised or lowered. The second row seat for 3 splits and folds 60/40, it features a fold-down center armrest. The third row seat for 2 splits 50/50 and can be folded flat. The wide central console and armrest comes with twin cup holders. The dash is highlighted by the 8-inch color LCD instrument reader display. The leather-wrapped steering wheel tilts and telescopes and comes with buttons and controls for the audio, the multi-information display, as well as adaptive cruise control. The automatic climate control system features rotary dials, digital meters, and a Nano E air purifying system. Other standard comfort and convenience features include keyless entry, front and rear accessory outlets, power windows, auto dim day and night rear view mirror. Added to convenience is the powered lift gate that can be raised or closed hands-free. The multimedia entertainment system features an 8-inch display, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility, hands-free voice control, GPS navigation system, 1 HDMI and 2 USB connections, and 6 speakers. Underneath the hood is the same 2.4-liter MiVec diesel engine with variable geometry turbo, which generates 181 PS and 430 Nm of torque, made into an 8-speed automatic manual transmission that drives the rear wheels. It also comes with Sport Mode that allows driver greater control over gear shifts using paddle shifters. Active and passive safety features include forward collision mitigation system, adaptive cruise control, active stability and traction control, and ultrasonic mass acceleration mitigation system. Standard safety features include trailer stability assist, hill start assist, anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution, multiple airbags, 3-point ELR seatbelts for driver and all passengers, ISOFIX, and tether anchors.
The Montero Sport Black Series Rally Art Edition should appeal to those who like their SUVs a little more splashy and sporty. That's our featured vehicle in this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
What do we go for? We go for experience. We go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the Toyota WeGo.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry now takes center stage.
Living up to its billing as the biggest local test drive event, the 2023 Autofocus Summer Test Drive Festival presented by Caltex drew thousands of visitors to the SM Mall of Asia concert grounds, where it was held from May 4 to 7. Over the 4 days of the festival, which brought together the country's leading car manufacturers and distributors to display their best models and offer test drives, crowds arrived to check out and get behind the wheels of the latest vehicles in the market. Available for test drive at this year's summer festival were vehicles from Ford, GAC Motor, GWM, Honda, Hyundai, Mitsubishi, Nissan, Subaru, Suzuki, Toyota, and WM Motor. Despite the heat, 100 signed up for the drives daily on the test track laid out to showcase the ride and handling of their dream vehicles. Many opted to take out their choice rides for a road test on the busy streets at the SM Mall of Asia complex to see what they feel like in real-life traffic situations.
Caltex is very excited to be part of the Autofocus Summer Test Drive this year. I think it's great that customers and future car buyers are able to test drive the best quality cars that are out there in the market today. And we at Caltex, we believe in quality, which is why Caltex with Techron is perfect for these vehicles and the vehicles that you have at home. Caltex with Techron has a cleaning ingredient that is scientifically proven to remove dirt and prevent deposits from building up in those critical parts of your engine. So with Caltex with Techron, you can ensure that your car performs at its best so that you can get better fuel economy and you can always continue to enjoy your journey. So we invite you all to visit our Caltex stations. We would like you to try out our new products as well. Please download the Caltex Go so that you can enjoy Caltex Rewards, where you can continue to enjoy more prizes and premiums for you.
Team members from brands were busy over the 4 days of the festival to explain the features as well as the SRPs and financing options for respective lineups to visitors, many of whom came with families to enjoy the sights, sounds, and activities and freebies offered by participating automotive companies. The success of the festival is expected to help boost vehicle sales this summer. Aisin, a major supplier of automotive parts to the world's leading automakers, including Toyota, Honda, and Volkswagen, plans to expand its foothold in the local market by bringing in more premium products. This was revealed by Managing Director of Aisin Asia and President of Aisin Asia Thailand, Yasuhiro Nakamura, at the annual dealers convention held by its exclusive local distributor, Riken Motor Sales Inc.
So now Aisin expanding the product right now. Before, we are selling only clutch and the water pump. In 5 years, we launched the engine oil or battery or filter or kind of a departmental store of automotive parts. Then Riken cooperated with us. Then they are selling the many items in Philippines. We expand more product right now. Then also we go into the more downstream, like touch the end user. Now we are planning the garage project in Philippine market. So we will go for more end user. This is our plan.
The dealers convention held annually to recognize Riken's network of retailers of Aisin products featured an exhibition dubbed as Drive to the New Horizon, which showcased Aisin's most iconic products since its founding in the 1940s alongside current and future technologies. Oliver Ang, Riken Motor President, reveals plans to launch more Aisin products this year.
We are continually launching new products. This year, we might be launching some new products like batteries and expanding our line or range of filters, brake pads, and all other products as well.
Also attending the convention was Keisuke Fukuda, Aisin Thailand Senior General Manager, and Yuji Katsura, Advic's Department Manager for Aftermarket Sector.
We are going to launch another steering and suspension items like shock absorbers, and also we're going to have a leaf spring from Thailand. So that will be a quite new item for Philippine market.
So our target is to be the world global mega brake supplier.
The all-new Lexus RZ450e battery electric sport utility vehicle has arrived on local shores. The Japanese automaker rolled out its entry to the local BEV or battery electric vehicle segment at its dealership in Bonifacio Global City.
Today, we're here at the Lexus Manila showroom, and it is a very special day for all of us because Lexus Philippines is introducing its very first fully electric vehicle, and it is called the RZ450.
The Lexus RZ450e is built atop a dedicated battery electric platform that offers instantaneous power and a low center of gravity for an incredibly exhilarating drive. It boasts an exterior that ushers in a new Lexus aesthetic and establishes a new design direction for future electrified offerings.
First and foremost, the RZ450e is a Lexus, and it promises everything from the craftsmanship and the technologies that Lexus was able to bring in all together with our experiences in terms of electrification.
The RZ is powered by a 71.4 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery pack that drives the two electric motors, generating a combined output of 312 horsepower and 435 newton-meters of torque. Lexus claims the RZ can travel around 450 kilometers on a single full charge. The RZ450 is priced at 4.828 million pesos.
So we would like to invite all of our Lexus guests, customers, and of course anybody who would be a fan of our move towards electrification, towards a more sustainable and carbon neutral future. We'll be here at Lexus Manila, here located at the Bonifacio Global City.
Suzuki owners Taguig and nearby areas now have a dealership and service center to help keep their sedans and SUVs in tip-top condition. Suzuki Auto Taguig, the first 3S dealership of Zoomhub Inc., a member of the Auto Hub Group, sits on a 1,130 square meter lot along Levy B. Mariano Avenue in Barangay Ususan in Taguig.
We're very proud to announce that today is the launch of our Suzuki Taguig showroom here at the city of Taguig, and first in the area in this side of town of Taguig, and we're very happy that we're launching the Suzuki brand here. Our first satellite showroom was in BGC. A satellite is a small showroom with 2 cars, 2 service bays, and the permanent facility or the big facility is actually here in Cayetano Avenue here in Taguig, where all the villages are, where all the horizontal residential facilities are. And We have a bigger showroom. We have at least 4-car showroom and then at least 8 service bays. So it's a big facility for the residents here. They don't have to go all the way to BGC. So we're very, very happy and looking forward to have all the residents here to consider buying a Suzuki and servicing their cars here.
According to Norihide Take, Suzuki Philippines Director and General Manager for Automobile, Suzuki Auto Taguig gives the brand a better access and formidable presence in the second most important business district in Metro Manila.
As a Suzuki customer would know by now, our car are good investment. Not only because of essence and home, but because of safety as well. We always make sure that our cars are safe, easy to handle, and innovative and fuel efficient.
2023 has been very busy for Suzuki Philippines. In fact, a few months ago, we were able to launch a new product. We introduced Ertiga Hybrid to the market, and we are getting a very warm reception. Expect also a few openings of new dealerships nationwide.
Isuzu Philippines Corp has come out with a new PUV Class 2 modern public utility vehicle, which was presented to the Department of Transportation and Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board at the LTFRB NCR office. Isuzu executives say the new design incorporates suggestions made from customers, including members of the Pasang Mazda Jeepney Transport Service Corp.
This new PUV design is a collaboration between our customers and bodybuilders, Del Monte Motors, and of course our Pasang Mazda, who own our PUV.
The new Isuzu Class 2 PUV features 2 side doors for the driver and front passenger, redesigned panoramic windows, cushioned seats, and luggage compartments for the convenience of passengers. The modern PUV also comes with a GPS unit, automated payment system, built-in monitor, and digital signboards, among other standard features.
In support to the PUV modernization program of the government, we are here today at LTFRB NCR office for the product presentation of newly designed Isuzu PUV Class 2. Yet another improved business solution. The new Isuzu PUV is a testament of our continuous commitment to improving the life of Filipino nationwide, especially in the field of transport.
Isuzu promises to provide extensive after-sales support to all buyers of its modern PUVs through its 48 outlets nationwide.
We believe that the relationship with our clients, it starts after the sale. So we're here to commit to after-sales service. We believe their success is our success. So when we support them all the way during their operations, by providing them mobile service, providing them preventive maintenance, or any need that they have to keep their operations running at an optimal level. So Isuzu Manila will be there to help them. So we have a team of experienced technicians who will always be on standby. And we'll also monitor their maintenance progress as well. The critical support, the parts availability, and Isuzu has a national parts program that is that can be maximized by Pasang Mazda and all its members. And this will be a great benefit for them because anywhere they go in the Philippines, the parts will be made available by Isuzu Philippines.
And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, please don't forget to check us out on social media.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now on its 36th year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. On behalf of our dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa.
Happy motoring!